Hello, my friends. Hi there. I am popping in live. Nobody's here yet. I'm just going to wait here for a minute till someone pops on. Watch no one pops on. That's okay. We can all watch later. I'm going to take this video and I will edit it down and I'm going to share it again outside. So I think I will just start talking right now. Hey everyone, it's Melanie McNamara with Design Your Ideal Life. Today I want to talk to you about buffering. We're going to talk about what it is and how to slow it down or hopefully stop it altogether. So the definition for buffering in this case is any activity you take part in that is an effort for you to avoid an emotion and that is not serving you. So for example, if you feel sad or stressed about money or your lack of money and you think you're not good with money, and then you go and you go on a shopping spree or you order Amazon Prime and because it makes you feel better, and then the result of that is you have a lack of money, your result is always going to prove your initial thought, right? Or another example would be overeating. If you have a thought that you can't control your eating or you think you're overweight, that's going to cause some emotions, right? They're going to cause some negative emotions. And you most likely are going to buffer with food. You're going to reach for those snacks or those comfort foods. And the result of that is you're going to gain weight, which then that goes back and proves your initial thought. And none of that serves you, okay? There is so much going on in the world right now. They're all circumstances and neutral facts, but we're all having thoughts about what's going on. And a lot of people are having a lot of negative emotion. And especially now, people are having a lot more negative emotion than they are used to. So what that can mean right now for us is we may find ourselves doing more of the thing that we're used to buffering with. So for example, if you're used to coming home from work and having a couple glasses of wine to unwind at the end of the day, take away all the stress of the day, you may find yourself drinking much more than just those couple glasses of wine or starting earlier. Maybe you buffer with social media. You sit and you scroll on your phone and you look up an hour later and you realize, oh my gosh, an hour has passed. What is going on? You might find yourself doing much more of that. And especially right now, that can be dangerous because all those attention-grabbing headlines are going to freak your brain right out. It's being startled by all the news, and our brains are always looking for the worst-case scenario. So then you are stuck in this spiral of scrolling through social media and reading all these scary news reports, which causes more negative emotion. And then you do more of the buffering, and maybe in a different way. Sometimes we swap buffers. So right now, we're all, those of us who aren't essential and have to be out there working, bless you all. Those of us who are home, maybe your buffer is overeating. And you said, well, I am not going to have those things in the house, so that's going to help me lose weight because I won't be reaching for the cookies and the crackers and the snacks. And if you don't have them in the house, you may substitute for another buffer. So maybe you are doing some over drinking. And I'm going to talk a lot more about overeating and over drinking in another video in another series. But resisting the snacks and things is not the best way. So we'll talk about that later. So what do we do about buffering? So the first thing to do is to recognize it. Recognize what you're doing. And how you do that is when you start reaching for the wine or reaching for the chips, I want you to stop. And in that moment, just stop in that moment and think about, what emotion are you feeling? And it may be sadness, it may be frustration, it might be, you just want to avoid something. It might just be boredom. You can just be bored. Maybe it's sadness, but feel that feeling. And when you allow that feeling, even if it's for 30 seconds, I want you to start with 30 seconds, and I want you to fully feel that negative emotion. And after 30 seconds, if you still want to have that glass of wine or reach for those chips or do whatever it is you do, then go ahead. But recognize the emotion that was driving you to do that. And once you recognize the emotion, then you can go back and examine your thoughts. And what are your thoughts about that? And when you allow those feelings, you realize that it's going to be okay. You can feel an emotion. You can feel a negative emotion, and it's not going to kill you or hurt you. It's simply a vibration in your body. And I always say, if you're willing to feel any emotion, there's nothing you're unwilling to do. And then you want to recognize, again, that your emotions are caused by your thoughts 100% of the time. A lot of times people will say, well, I just found myself reaching for the chips. Well, there is an emotion behind that. Or, and maybe it's sadness. There's always a thought behind that. So when you take away the buffer, you will reveal yourself to yourself. You will reveal those thoughts. And so many of us, I think right now, are feeling that if we take away the buffer, our mind is crazy. And then I let's see. Yeah. So I think that was about it. I just want you to know and understand that your thoughts are optional. And I'm happy to help you with all of that. I definitely, join the Facebook group, Design Your Ideal Life, for members only. And I will be helping all of you through all of this. You can reach out to me if you want. So for now, I am wishing you all to feel all the emotions of this crazy human experience that we have. And I wish you all health and wellness and abundance. And thanks so much for watching. And I'll see you in the next video.